Hello, gamers. Oh my goodness. Uh, how's it going, gamers? Hello. I've already had a busy day today. Um, Today started off on a very, very bad and unfortunate note. Uh, I'm so fucking disappointed in just like myself. Unfortunately, like I know they didn't show up on stream really at all, but unfortunately, both of the African dwarf frogs ended up passing away this morning, and I'm just so fucking upset with myself, and I was so fucking sad when I saw it. It's uh I don't know what happened. One of them seemed like I looked them over, and one of them seemed pretty sick. I think it might have been suffering from some kind of fungal infection, which is like, you know, amphibians, that's just what happens. Oh, they're pretty fragile? Ah, seriously? Oh, man. I was under the impression that, like, African dwarf frogs were among the hardier of, like, aquatic amphibians, but I guess not. Fucking... If that's the case, then Sicilians probably take the cake there. So... Shit. The thing that, like, really got to me was that they both died at the same time. Like, if one of them died, and then the other one died, then it's like, oh, I guess they were both sick, but, like, one got sick. But they both died at the same time. And that made me think, like, oh, shit. Like, something that I did recently, or introduced recently to their tank, like, might have caused this. But all I did was add a few new pothos stems. That's all I did. And like I added stems from that same pothos plant into my other tanks, and everyone in there is doing fine, including the Sicilian, who is also an aquatic amphibian. So if like there's anything on the plants that's like, oh hey, you know, this is lethal to amphibians, that just like instantly killed them, then fuck, dude, I don't know. Like, I feel like that would have affected the Sicilian too. But like, I'm guessing that just like the one had visible symptoms and then the other one was like asymptomatic. Welcome back to the membership. Yeah, I do stream. I'm sorry. After the whole COVID thing, get with the chuckle nuts, it's just like I've just been trying to recover. Don't remember how mine died because it was many years ago, but I know it was shortly after I changed their water. Apparently the water parameters aren't literally perfect, they'll just die. That's probably it, because I also did a big water change recently, because, like, it was just getting full of crap, and I guess that probably ended up doing it. I don't know. But now I've just got like the little empty 5-gallon by my desk that just makes me sad whenever I look at it now. Maybe I'll get some shrimp in there or something, but like something else that's making me feel like absolute fucking shit garbage is shrimp. Because the plan is to have some little cherry shrimp inside of what will be the tree frog paludarium, right? I have gotten 2 batches of shrimp, 2 batches of little cherry shrimp, and the first batch I got, I ordered online. And they were just like, these are really bad delivery conditions because of like the heat wave and stuff. They told this to me after the fact, like after they'd already been shipped and shit. In fact, I'm pretty sure there was a note that came with the box, so I did not know that like this is gonna be a really bad time to ship the shrimp. But like I ended up ordering 20 of them, and 12 made it here alive. That's a bad start. And then like as soon as I like acclimated them, I temperature acclimated them, I drip acclimated them, I got them inside the palletarium, and they seem to be doing well at the start, but then like over the course of the day they just crashed and crashed and crashed. Like every single one of them, it seemed like they were having seizures or something. And eventually they all just like died out, which, like, I guess lesson learned in... That was my lesson learned. So I went down to a pet shop that's like really good, really high quality. Like I know these guys are good. They're where I got like pretty much all of my fish from, right? And I got some shrimp. I talked to the lady there. Super nice lady. Like, and it's just like, okay, like, yeah, ordering things offline is just like kind of a crapshoot, especially for things like shrimp. Like, you have to have like the correct water parameters and all that shit, like all the shit that I already knew about. And she was saying like, oh, we have really soft water here. And I'm like, oh, that's great, because I have soft water. Like, that's what I'm putting in there. So like, I was thinking like maybe because I was a fucking dumbass and I didn't check the parameters of the water from the shrimp that I ordered online before I like started drip acclimating them. So like maybe they were in like harder water and they just like, I didn't acclimate them for long enough or something like that. But like if we're going from soft water to soft water, then this should make the acclimation process like way easier. And here's the thing, it's kind of, there's kind of a lot of crap in there, right? Like there's lots of little branches and plants and driftwood and like lots of places to hide in there. So some of the shrimp might still be alive, but I've seen 2 dead ones that are absolutely from like this batch. I know that I know that they're from this batch because they're like on the smaller side. And again, I talked to the lady about this. It's just like I've heard that like, you know, younger cherry shrimp are a lot better at acclimation than fully grown ones, and she's like, yep, that's pretty much the case. Like it seems like I'm doing everything right, and yet things are still dying, which makes me extremely concerned, especially for like, you know, the new pets I'm getting, which is like another reason I've been very busy. Is I might need to show you this because here, where is video capture? Okay. Why am I so dark? Is that because of the new light? There we go. That's my one. It's just because I had it tilted at a weird angle. So, do you see this giant box here that is now next to my desk? That is where I'm keeping, or where I'm going to be keeping, rather, the AccuMonitor. That is a 180-gallon terrarium. And, it's honestly a little bit in the way of the mic stand. I don't know, I might have to end up moving this thing, like scooting it over a little, because, like, when I have the mic stand kind of extended out like this, and then I turn it, it slams right into the terrarium. So I kind of have to finagle it a bit. Yeah, like, hold on. How far can I take this thing out so you can see how big this fucking thing is? There we go. That's a little bit... There we go. A bit more of an idea of how big this fucking thing is. I still have to... Ah, jeez. I still have to go through the process of putting this all together. Like, I have 2 cans of spray foam. I have a whole paint bucket full of dry lock with 3 different colors of like liquid concrete paint. I also have this whole fucking tub. Oh.
School keeps starting sooner and sooner every year. I remember when school started in September.
Does it not start in September anymore? Jesus Christ. This is basically going to be 1 part humid hide, because having like some humidity is really important for Ackie monitors for their shedding, because otherwise they could get like stuck shed on their toes and like the tip of their tails, and that could end up like falling off and causing infections and stuff like that. And also part place to burrow, because unfortunately this is a really good terrarium, especially for the price. Like, terrariums like this can run you so much fucking money. I saw Snake Discovery review these terrariums. I was just like, okay, if I get an Ackie, I know exactly where I'm going. I even ended up ordering it off of their website. Just because, like, you guys have sold me on this terrarium. And it's really good. And, like, unfortunately, there's just, like, there's only a couple inches. Like, how much of this? There is about 8 inches of space for substrate in there. I want to say Ackie monitors need at least 12 inches because they really like to burrow. So, that big tub there, I'm going to end up covering it in expanding foam. It'll be like a little cave sort of deal. It'll be like a nice little humid cave where he can get his humidity and burrow around as much as he wants. If it's a female especially that I end up getting, then that'll be super important, because they'll like females especially really like to burrow, and also they'll like lay infertile eggs and stuff like that. So encouraging those natural behaviors is something I want to see, and I also want to do it in like a way that looks natural. So it's just like it'll end up being like kind of part basking spot. Like, it's gonna serve 3 functions really, because it'll be a basking spot once it's covered in like the expanding foam and dry lock. It'll be a humid hide, and it'll also be a place to burrow. So yeah. Again, I gotta finagle it. Yeah, eat the infertile eggs. You can't eat what ain't eggs. But yeah, that's been what I've been up to. A lot of pet stuff, because the Reptile Expo is in like 3 weeks, and I have to get everything ready before that. I have no idea if monitor eggs are edible. I'm sorry. I'm gorked out about this stupid microphone stand. Like, I want it to be in a good place, but I have no idea what that good place is. Here, let me just turn it like that. There we go. Wolf spiders. Wolf spiders are neat. I like them. Dino longlegs usually eat wolf spiders. They'll pretty much eat whatever they can get. I know that cellar spiders, which are the spiders that are called daddy longlegs, unlike the harvestmen, which are not spiders, but they're also called daddy longlegs. I know that they're somewhat famous for actually being able to like kill and eat black widow spiders. But like, that's probably one of the things that like gives people the indication that daddy longlegs have super potent venom. It's just like, the black widow has really potent venom, but the daddy longlegs, manages to kill the Black Widow, therefore its venom is stronger, which is not how it works. That's like saying the venom of a mongoose is more powerful than that of a cobra. Not quite how it works. But yeah, that's about what I've been up to. That and just desperately trying to get my sleep schedule in a normal place and doing a bit of editing on the side. I've managed to get through quite a bit of cow mangler footage. I am still working on that, but it's just like with everything I have to do, it's just like I really still feel like I'm still catching up. I feel like I'm so behind on just everything I have to do, but I'm working on it. It is what it is. And yeah, I'm still just really bummed out about the frogs, but I'll try to cook something up, or I'll try. I don't know what I'm gonna end up doing with this 5-gallon. Maybe just shrimp. Maybe I'll fill the 5-gallon with shrimp. Maybe I'll give the 5-gallon to my mother because she wants a betta fish. And fuck it, I've got a free tank right now. What does the monitor even eat? Bugs. Just bugs. Luckily, my local pet store stocks a lot of different bugs. They have like crickets, and I just saw large dubia roaches there today, and hornworms, like super worms and stuff like that. If I wanted, I could give him like occasional treats of like quail eggs or pinky mice or something like that, but like not super often, because monitor lizards that pretty much mostly eat invertebrates are super susceptible to suffering from obesity if you end up feeding them too much like vertebrate food. I think AccuMonitors will also eat like live lizards, if I'm not mistaken. But I probably won't be doing that just because like he'll get enough enrichment from chasing bugs around. I don't think he really needs to be chasing lizards around. It's just like, I'm good with that. I'll save the lizard feeders for people who have like super picky kinds of snakes that will only eat lizards. But yeah, like the obesity issue is a super big deal for savanna monitors in particular, because AccuMonitors, I want to say they get like 2 feet long. I want to say that's around the size of like a bearded dragon or a blue-tongued skink or something like that, right? And those are lizards that people pretty comfortably feed on like a mostly insect diet, at least when you do feed them like, you know, prey and not like plants and stuff, because those lizards are omnivorous. But savanna monitors get big, like quite a bit bigger than a bearded dragon or a blue-tongued skink, but they pretty much need to eat like a mostly insect diet. And when you feed something that big mostly out of insects, it's fucking expensive. It is very expensive. Like the little tub of like large dubia roaches that the pet store was selling, that's like 20 bucks. That is 20 bucks worth of cockroaches. And that's like, monitor lizards are fairly active lizards too. They're active and they have like a higher metabolism than other lizards, so they need to eat more often. And so that makes the process of feeding them fairly regularly even harder. Bearded dragon only eats bugs for some reason. What you could do is mix in the bugs with the greens, or dust the greens with like calcium powder, because like he might associate the smell of the calcium powder with like the smell of the insects that it's usually coated in. So there's ways to like trick your bearded dragon into eating his vegetables, because he does need that. Smaller than a green iguana. I think they're like, I want to say a green iguana can get like 6 feet long. I think that a savanna monitor can get like 4 or 5 feet long, but I think they're also like a bit bulkier. Only eats moving things. Very interesting. You just gotta like cover like wrap up the bugs and little bits of lettuce and shit. Or at least like try experimenting with different kinds of like vegetables and stuff. Cause like maybe just like the vegetables that you're trying are just like not to his palate or whatever. But I don't know you and your situation with your bearded dragon. I know that like lizards can be picky like this, especially when you introduce them to certain foods. Like my understanding is that if you start feeding your animal wax worms, they fucking love that shit. It's like feeding a kid nothing but fucking candy. Like they'll love it, but like you do need to supply them with other nutrients. And they're just like, no, I don't want to eat the crickets or the mealworms or whatever the fucking were. I want to eat the wax worms. It's like, yeah, well, wax worms are fucking expensive. They don't give you all your nutrients. And then they start crying and throwing a fit. So, I've avoided wax worms with Zuko in particular. Because, like, I don't want him to get addicted. I don't want him to be like, just hook it up to my fucking veins. You know what I mean? But anyway, we've been fucking yapping for 20 minutes now. I should probably start playing Team Fortress. I think it's Team Fortress 2, but it's not. It's Jurassic World Evolution. Snakes are like that with gerbils. Interesting. That's a new one for me. Alright. Big. Okay. Yeah, the games both have 2 in the title, so like, obviously I mixed them up with one another. They're basically the same game. I apologize for yapping about pets too long. This is just kind of important to me. Like, it brings me joy. Which is something that some people just don't understand, in particular my mother. Because apparently, she had me, like, run a fucking errand for her yesterday. Which didn't even turn out to be fruitful. It was basically just a giant fucking waste of time. But, like, her friend had to drive me down to my old high school so that, like, we could get some fucking paper, because she's trying to, like, get my dad for unpaid child support payments or whatever shit, and apparently they need that every minute. I don't know. I don't fucking care. But her friend had to drive me down there, and we're just like talking mostly about her, because what the fuck else is going on in my life? And apparently my mother is talking shit about me behind my back, which is awesome. Although not at all unexpected. Hold on, let me close the park. Like, she's mooching off of me and talking shit about me behind my back, which is just, it's so wonderful. She's such a wonderful person, my mother. But anyway, she was just, like, saying, oh, like, you know, my son is getting all these pets and stuff, like all this, the frogs and stuff, but he's not buying a car. It's just like, listen, you bitch, you fucking bitch. The reason that you are saying that, what? Oh. The reason that you're saying that is because what you want from me is to mooch off of me in my car if I were to get one. And, like, even her friend understood, and she was just saying, like, dude, it's something that brings him happiness. It brings him joy. It's like, wow. Crazy how it'd be like that when you just, like, understand people. Also, of course this is broken. God damn it. Alright. Well. Nope. Let's just do this. Hold up. I just need to get rid of a few more mods, I think. Probably. It's probably just a memory issue. Still. So yeah, we'll just keep shooting the shit while I try to figure this out. Like, I really hope this doesn't come to a point where it's just like, that's it. You know, the dino parks are donezo. Okay, I don't think I need this. I do want that. Have this, have this. Have it, have it. I don't have this one. Do I want to drop it? Ichthyotide, and I have that one. Oh, Hadrosaurus. I don't need that one. That's fine. Stegosaurus, I don't need that one. Majorcassus, Darwinopterus. I already have the krill feeders installed in my park. Like, here's the thing. In my town, basically everything that I need is within walking distance. So, fuck it, right? Like, at that point, like, fuck, dude, how much is that going to be in, like, car payments and insurance payments every single month? When I could just, like, walk places, because I can afford to do that, and just, like, spend that money on other stuff. Fuck it, right? And I work from home anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. Segnosaurus. I do kind of want that, yeah. Footage for the next Schizo MVN episode? I have footage for a lot of Schizo MVN episodes. Yeah. Okay, so these are like redesigned ankylosaurs. I do kind of want that if for no other reason than for Ankylosaurus itself. Guanlong, Dakota Raptor. Actually, if we don't have Guanlong in this park, we're basically like done with the Jurassic section. Oh wait, no, because we were gonna do that for Jurassic China over by the aviary. Right, I forgot about that. I think I might have a Spino mod. I'm pretty sure I do. Otoponositops, Sarcosuchus, Leviathan, Megalania, Zaphactinus. I've got, like, the whole Indominus Rex paddock thing. I don't think I actually have anything from these mods placed in my park, so I'll get rid of those. I really felt the need to place anything from those mods. Yeah, like, me getting a car would be way more convenient for her than it would be for me. Like, do I enjoy the process of, you know, walking all the way to the supermarket to get all my food? No, but I only have to do it once a month. Because, like, a month's worth of food for me can fit inside, like, my little granny push cart. I just bring that up to the supermarket, come back down, once a month, I'm done. I would rather do that once a month as opposed to pay, like, I don't know, $1,000 an extra $1,000 a month or however the fuck much it is on, like, car payments and car insurance. Maybe it's not that much. I don't care. Walking is free. Island tour. That's like the little bus one. I don't know. I kind of like the tours we have already. I don't feel the need for this one. Japanese decorations, we have and want those. Oh, not to mention gas prices. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't need that shit in my life. Daedon, Codolorhynchus. We have the turtles. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, yeah, no. What is Basilodon then? Yeah, like, I could use the exercise, it's good for the environment. Like, fuck it, right? Why would you... I mean, I understand why some people... No, Basilodon. It's a right. So we do have that one in the park already. Drop that one. We have the Thronaxodon. Yeah, and I live in California, so gas prices are just even worse. Not too far off. Fuck that shit. I would rather... I will gladly spend this money on a big lizard as opposed to a fucking car. Okay, no, these are all good. These are all good buildings that I use a lot. JPOG build, yep, I want that. Jungle Cruise, want that. Aquatic Park. Jurassic World decorations. Right, expanded past pylons and fences. Yeah, sorry, I need to get rid of more mods. I apologize for that. Lagoon decor, I want to keep that. Terrain tools, expanded tours, free build, toolbox. All that I want to keep. Land fish feeder. Oh, it's like a pile of fish. Okay. I don't think I've used that. Just drop it. Like, never mind the fact that, like, me just learning to drive would be such a fucking pain in the ass. Because, like, I have my learner's permit, but... the thing is, in order for me to drive around with the learner's permit, I need someone who has a valid driver's license, like, in the passenger seat with me. Otherwise, if I fuck something up and get pulled over, then the cops are just gonna be like, oh, you're driving without a valid license? Forever jail. And my mom is just like, oh, I'll teach you how to drive. So like, no, you stupid fucking bitch whore cunt. You worthless subhuman. I hate you so much, more than words can describe. And also, that's not how it works. Anomalocaris, Columbian Mammoth, Nyctosaurus, Helicoprion. Yeah, like, I'd have to basically pay for lessons. And I looked that up. It's so fucking expensive. I don't have to, like, pay for lessons, or basically, like, get my fucking neighbor to teach me how to drive. And, like, I don't know her schedule. I don't know anything like that. Like, and I'd feel horrible doing that. Like, all the fucking paleo overhaul mods. Damn it. Oh, wait, no, I can't get rid of these because I have, the small theropods and the pterosaurs already. Okay, yeah, exactly. It's the same thing over here, like, you need to have a valid license. My mother does not have a valid license because of her DUI! The DUI she got that ruined our entire relationship. Which, she would very much so like me to get the fuck over. I'm not going to. Map decorations. Right, like the airstrip and the crashed plane and stuff. Well, I think I have the crashed plane inside of the aviary, so I can't get rid of that. Bahariosaurus, Barinasuchus, Basilosaurus. The Tanglong. I think that's another Megaraptor. We have so many Megaraptorans. We don't need that many. Basilosaurus we already have. Gorgosaurus. Do I need an accurate Albertosaurus and a Gorgosaurus? I don't think I do. To be perfectly honest, I've been intentionally vague on just the whole situation with my mother.
Got bored and did an ecosystem experiment in JWE2. Kinda going through the history of the Hell Creek Formation portrayal, it was neat.
That sounds neat. I'm gonna look up which one I like better. That is a nice looking Gorgosaurus. Hold up. Let me... There we go. New Gorgosaurus cosmetic. Yeah, I like the Gorgosaurus better. I don't think it's an issue of, like, outdated mods. I think I just have way too many of them. Yeah, that's the Gorgonopsid. We already have that one in the park. And Sarcoprion. And Sorfeganex. And Vulcanodon. Unanosaurus. Mesh fences. Yep, we have that. Mini exhibit, we have that. Clitodromius, Ripasuchus. Yeah, we do have a paddle spino, so that's good. Food's pack, perching trees, petting zoo. There's a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff that we've already placed down a shitload of. Yeah, the boats, the signs, the statues, species we were fixed. Oh, these are like the missing JWE Spino skins. Okay, we can get rid of those because we're going with the Paddletail Spino. Yeah, the Skyrim modder experience, except there's not nearly as much porn in here. Arsenotherium, Nundasuchus. Rowisuchus, Tetadraco, Tupajara, T-Rex Paddock. Fossil decorations, glass pane, baryonyx, and zooplankton. Okay, I think we're pretty much good. Hopefully getting rid of those mods should make this a bit more stable. If not... Yes, not nearly as much implies some. That is the joke I was making. Oh yeah, also... This is on the same subject as all the pet shit. Let me just... Oh, come on. There we go. Same subject as all the pet shit, right? I needed to get like a UV lamp. Or like a UVB lamp for the Aki monitor. Because like obviously he needs like his UVB light, that just it's nice and healthy for him, all that good shit, whatever. So I ordered it, and like I waited for it to get here, and they sent me the wrong fucking thing. To the point where I was like worried, oh, I made a mistake and I bought the wrong thing. Like I ordered like the lamp and light bulb sort of package deal, right? They sent me 2 light bulbs. That is not what I ordered. There we go. Okay, now we're good. And yeah, I think we are going for like a sort of jungle thing here. We should go for like sand. Help adds like a sort of beachy palm tree aesthetic. Nah, no face cam. It's just gonna make the big supercut of all of this feel inconsistent if there's just like one part where all of a sudden, oh, I got face cam on. Yeah, light bulbs for the lantern didn't say. Like, I understand that there's people who need to buy just like, you know, the light bulbs. The problem is that's not what I ordered. Like, I even, like, because I ordered this off of Amazon, right? I was just like, I had to go to like the customer questions thing. It's just like, what does this include? Like, did I fuck up or did you fuck up? And it's just like, oh, it includes the lamp and the bulbs. It's just like, okay, so you fucked up. Okay. So this isn't my fault then. That's the important thing, is that this isn't my fault, and more importantly, it is Amazon's fault. That's in the new Spikomelos discovery. Can't imagine what Megalosaur would have lived with that forced to evolve such extreme protection. It's got like spikes all over its ribs and shit, doesn't it? Like, I haven't been reading too much into it. I've only seen like the pictures and stuff. Because, like, honestly, even the time I spent on the computer has been somewhat limited lately because of, like, all the other shit I've been doing. Just, like, sleeping and dealing with all the pet stuff. But, like, it's super fucky, right? He is the pointiest of pointy boys. Yeah, I felt like I just kind of had to stream today because, like, again, I really want to get this park as done as possible before JWE 3 comes out. And also, just, like, I really needed something to pick me up after everything with the frogs today. Like, I felt that it was, you know, it was important to, like, pick myself up and also just, like, let you guys know and be transparent about that, like, what was going on there. Because I do feel bad about this sort of thing, especially because, like, you know, I present myself, especially in the context of, like, you know, everything with fucking Jackass Bass Fishing Productions, where it's like, I present myself as sort of an authority figure on this sort of thing of, like, hey, how to take care of animals. So when I fail my animals like that, it's like, well, for one thing, like, the main thing is that's just awful, because these poor little frogs, I'm so sad that they're no longer with us, but also, like, it makes me look like a fucking jackass, because I'm just talking out of my dick hole. How often do I stream? Unfortunately, not as often these days. That's mostly just because, like, part of it is my sleep schedule and just, like, all that shit. Oh, that's fucking why. I was like, why are they so small? They should be bigger than that. Like, oh, sure, caring about them when they die, but that's like the bare fucking minimum, right? Like, Bass Fishing Productions at least pretends to care when the shark he killed died. He knows that much. He's still a sociopath, but he's, like, aware enough that he knows, like, oh, right, like, humans are supposed to feel sad when their animals die. I remember that much from my years of experience studying human behavior as the alien that I am, which is how I know what aliens look like. Oh yeah, when he got the Suriname toes, he's just like, oh, I think these frogs are freaking dead. Uh-oh, did we get dead frogs? Luckily, it turned out that the frogs were still alive. What is that inflection? What is that shitty fucking YouTuber inflection that people do? Aliens are real, and you are the closest model we have. Thank you. Oh, son of a bitch. That's Crash 1. California. Apparently, Bass Fishing Productions is from Florida, which is like that is especially funny when he says that like, oh, gators and venomous snakes are illegal to own, when as far as I'm aware that is absolutely not the case in Florida, especially. I don't know, man. Like, I understand that laws on what pets you can own vary from state to state. Trust me, I live in California. I know that better than anyone. There are so many cool fucking pets that I can't get. I can't get an axolotl. I can't get piranhas. I can't get a venomous snake that isn't a native rattlesnake. What the hell, man? Does film crew also not have a soul? His film crew, quote unquote, is, I'm pretty sure, just his girlfriend. And she's an OnlyFans whore, so no, she doesn't have a soul, probably. What did axolotls do? Basically the idea is that axolotls would be well adapted to California's climate, so if any of them were released into the wild, which happens a lot with exotic pets, then, basically, they could overtake, the ecosystems and wipe out native wildlife, which would be bad. It's not even the fact that they're endangered. That doesn't have anything to do with it. Right, that one's just totally blank. So we're going for Dilophosaurus and Cryolophosaurus. There we go. Okay. This seems a bit on the small side, but, it works. They're already endangered? Yeah, but they're endangered in their native habitat. It's very, very rare that an invasive species can actually be a benefit. Like, axolotls are super closely related to tiger salamanders, and those can also be a super invasive species in California. There are places where, like, tiger salamanders have set up shop, and, like, they are a problem to deal with. So axolotls would basically just be the same thing, but, like, you know, fully aquatic. I kind of like this sort of bluish pattern on the crest here. Ooh, I like that pattern, but ooh. I think I like this one. This on, like, a red skin. Do we have, like, a nice red skin? It's pretty good. Oh. Okay, they're good. I was, like, worried. Actually, that might be more yellow, but whatever. We even do if an endangered species suddenly turned invasive. That has happened before, I'm pretty sure. God, what did that happen with? I am pretty sure that's happened before. I can't think of a specific example off the top of my head, but I am pretty sure it has. Oh. Oh, they're using the cryo rig. Okay. That does make sense. Was Mongolia actually a desert? That depends pretty much entirely on the formation as far as I'm concerned. or as far as I'm aware, rather. Because, like, I think the formation that Velociraptor lived in was actually a desert, but the formation that, like, Tarbosaurus and Dinosaur lived in was, like, a lot more lush. Yeah, it's a good Dilo mod. Like, that's what Dilophosaurus, more or less, actually looks like. And it's certainly better than the Jurassic Park one. Gracious. I do love the Jurassic Park Dilophosaurus. It's actually my favorite dinosaur from the first movie. But, it's definitely, like, that and the Velociraptor are the ammo that people use when they're just like, the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park were never supposed to be realistic. Is there a, Okay, there's no mod for the Cryolophosaurus that I have installed. Yeah, that was loud. Alright, what pattern are we going for our boy the Cryo? Ooh. I do like this skin a lot. It's just like a really nice, pleasing tan. Ooh, but the blue. But the blue. I feel like tan with the blue crest works really well. Okay, so that's the end of that. Yeah, exactly. It's like shitting on Charles Knight because, like, oh, it's not accurate to modern day fucking paleontology. And even then, well, I mean, that is pretty much for the same reason that I would say, like, dude, look at, like, Bob Barker's first illustration of Deinonychus, and then look at, like, the Velociraptors in Jurassic Park. See, the thing is, like, alright, we'll go tan with blue crest for the males. I like the darker brown for the females. Oh wait, that's the that's the no pattern. Yeah, darker brown with a more subdued crest. There we go. Yeah, Velociraptor is not actually contemporary with Tarbosaurus or Protoceratops. That's something that paleontology media just kind of does a lot. They'll conflate the two formations that these dinosaurs come from basically all the time. Velociraptor was contemporary with, I want to say, Oviraptor and Psittapodi. And the one specimen that people always call Oviraptor, but it's actually Psittapodi, but it's not actually because it's its own thing. Oh yeah, Shree! That's another one. But yeah, I think that, like, it was mostly a bunch of little dudes. I think there were some Alvarezsaurs, if I'm not mistaken, like Shibuya. Mononicus might have been a bit later. That might have been Namek instead of Jakarta. Or wait, no. Wait, I'm getting those mixed up, aren't I? Shri is another Dromaeosaur. It's like more robustly built than Velociraptor, I want to say. And that's led to some people believing that this may be a result of niche partitioning, which is like kind of the default that people always go to whenever it's just like, ooh, these things are kind of similar but kind of different. Surely there must be a reason for this. And the reason must be niche partitioning. One more. There we go. Alright. Why are the Nicus parts and Deinonychus and Mononicus pronounced differently? Depending on who you ask. Like, some people pronounce it Deinonychus, which I think is bad and wrong. It's Badong. But, it really just comes down to mouthfeel, more or less. Like, Deinonychus just feels better to pronounce than Deinonychus, at least for me, and for a lot of other people. Like, pronunciations aren't completely set in stone, but there are some that are just, like, so egregious that you have to, like, call it out, which is why butchered pronunciation is on the Sludge Bingo board. Alright, so which Jurassic Swimmy Boy should go... Maybe we should just have, like, Plesiosaurus and Ichthyosaurus. Plesio on one side, Ichthyo on the other. Actually, can we... Hold on, where is Plesiosaurus? P. Oh, hell yeah. They could be, like, swimming around each other. Yeah, that's a dunk. Where is... There you are. Cannot stand saying Giganotosaurus, even though that's a correct pronunciation. Fair enough. Fair enough. That is how, like, I always say it, though. But that is an example that I would use of just, like, yeah, sometimes people just want to pronounce it differently, even though it is, like, technically wrong. It is kind of a GIF and GIF situation. Does that even look good? Not really. Does this look good? No. The constant struggle of, does this even look good? Ooh. Is this fountain better? It might be. Hold up. I mean, the Spinosaurus skull is a bit anachronistic because this is a Jurassic area, but I really like all the rocks and plants and stuff. I think it looks nice. Sheesh. Also, the knot part is supposed to be pronounced like the word knot instead of note, apparently. So it's Giganotosaurus. See, that sounds weird to me. But I've also heard it pronounced like... Wait, what? How is it pronounced? Like, I hear it in my head. Giganotosaurus? Like that? Like, barely even pronouncing the knot? Yeah, Giganotosaurus. Giganotosaurus. Ooh. Oh my.
More for the Psychonauts Fund.
I'll consider it. Like, Psychonauts is one of those games that I've heard a lot about, but just, like, haven't actually played. I have heard good things, though, so I'm sure I'll get to it. Oh, bit too big. There we go. That's more like it. Oxalaya should be in JWE 3. Now that we have, like, the more accurate Rebirth Spino, I'm not sure how necessary Oxalaya is. But, I wouldn't mind something that's, like, more in, Emichu's style, because her style is fucking awesome. And she should be in charge of making the designs for the movies instead of whoever they got doing it now. But really, I'd prefer to see, like, a more unique Spinosaurid, like, Ichthyovenator. I think that would be nice. Persaurus. Oh, wait, Chronosaurus is... That one's Cretaceous. Shit. I was thinking of having, like, a big Jurassic boy in here. Like to frame this one. What do we have? We have, like, Attenborosaurus, maybe? Is that, like, it? Yeah, if Irritator, like, had the pelican features really well displayed, that would be nice. Actually, I guess we could do a fountain of, like, you know, the two carnivores here. That's also possible. Also, these should be more aligned with one another. There we go. Okay, so we could get the two carnivores in here. The mouth color. I think just, like, exaggerating the gape when it opens its mouth. Have a lot of animations that show that off, and also just, like... Even if it's got kind of like a throat pouch sort of thing, I think that would be cool. Okay, hold on. I gotta see, like, what Jurassic Swimmy Boys we even have. Okay, so we have Attenborosaurus. We have... Ichthyosaurus. We have Liopleurodon, who I do not have an accuracy mod for. Metriorhynchus. Anostransevia. My guess is that it just means, like, in reference to how it's, like, Trans-Siberian, if I'm not mistaken. Perushobisaurus. Is this the Cretaceous one? Am I getting that mixed up? Temnodontosaurus, I know, is, Jurassic. I got Romaliosaurus. We don't have a statue of that. We may just have to go for a Kronosaurus statue and pretend it's a Liopleurodon. I don't think it would be our first time, like, fudging around with, what the statue is supposed to be and what it actually is. There we go. Do something like this. And then, where's that Burrosaurus? There you are. It's a bit smaller than I expected, but hey, we have our pliosaurs. Hold up. I kind of want to look up to see if there's like an accurate Liopleurodon mod. Liopleurodon. There's the Walking with Dinosaurs one. Paleo edits, increased accuracy. It's still kind of crocky. Marine? No, that's just marine speed. Oh, wait. Paleo overhaul marine reptiles. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. I kind of like the Archelon we already have. Same with Attenborosaurus. We do have Shrunk Dunk, so that's something. Oh, Elasmosaurus looks way fucking better. Oh, there's like fucking 6 different species of Ichthyosaurus. Holy shit. Like 7? Okay, so yeah, the paleo-accurate model Liopleurodon does look a lot better. Guys, that's like 4 species of Mosasaurus. Ooh, the Tylosaurus also looks a lot better. All like 5 species of Tylosaurus. The Psittacosaurus buttholes will be accurate in JWE 3. And they were conspicuously absent from like the little showcase, weren't they? Where are the cloacas? Where are the buttholes? It was like 200 megabyte mod, goddamn. We just got rid of a bunch of mods, so fuck it, let's add another one. Also, is this too many balloons? 3D Squelton does like balloons. But sometimes I wonder if I go overboard on the balloons. Like, I think having them sort of frame this is nice. A Hallucigenia mod? Dude, Hallucigenia is like 3 centimeters long. It is a tiny, diminutive creature. How are you doing? I swear to God, something's up with like the level of detail. That might just be a result of how much shit I have in this park. Yeah, I don't think that's my graphics settings. I think that is like... I think there's so much shit in the park that the level of detail is like automatically going down. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, my PC, I don't know how much more of this it could take. Oh. Yeah, you know. The hallucinogen from the Attack on Titan finale and JWE would go hard. Fuck yeah, dude, just add the founding Titan. Like, why not, right? Fuck it. Yeah, I'm not even close to fishing. We're still on the Jurassic. We're still on the Jurassic. There's so much to do and so much to see. Like, fuck, dude. I... A new rig may be needed? Bro, I, like, just replaced my PC. Like, a few months ago. It says that the game isn't designed for this. It's not optimized for it. Like, hopefully JWE 3 will be. I'm looking forward to it. But, like, I think we're beginning to push the limits of just how much shit you can cram in one area in a park. Like, how much of the park do we even have filled up? This is, like, not even a quarter. It's not even a quarter. The aviary's bigger. I'm doing a little trick here. I say I'm doing because I still haven't finished it yet because it's a tedious pain in the ass to put together. But, I'm sort of overhanging them off a cliff and then using these, little fence pieces to make it look like it's this big sort of structure here. Listen, I'll put on a fucking Nimmy Nightmare stream in the background, and I'll finish it up when I mean, that's the thing, right? Is like whenever I'm at the point where it's like, oh, I need to put on some long ass video or VTuber stream in the background because I'm a sad individual. Then it's like I kind of just want to get footage for the things I need to get footage for, like the remainder of the fucking New Vegas medic video. Log wire fence. Is that the one I have here? It is, yes. Oh. Good enough. No one's gonna be around on this side anyway. I can live with this. As you make back coming along? Okay, so like the big gimmick with the medic run is that like it's mostly focused on the companions, right? Like I'm barely doing anything for damage. All I have is the nail gun. So like I used the exploit that exists because of Veronica that lets you have like as many companions as you fucking want. Unfortunately, I fucked it up. I did it right the first time I did this playthrough. But I fucked it up this time and like soft locked myself out of using it. So I installed a mod that lets me do the same thing. Not how I wanted it to go, but how it had to go. For just the sake of actually getting this done. This needs to be something. What's going on here? The Ripper off limits. I decided against the Ripper for a couple reasons. The main one being it would make doing the challenges basically impossible. Because that was something I tried to do in my initial run before the footage got corrupted. And it was like... one of the challenges that you have to do involves using the Ripper against NCR soldiers. And when I have Boone on my team basically all the time as my sniper, that's not going to go well. Another one is to kill super mutants with the Ripper. Like 15 of them. I'm not doing that as medic. That's just not feasible for me. Like, with the nail gun, pretty much all I have to do is just, like, kill 10 people in a casino, right? Totally doable. Totally doable. I think I managed to do that when I, like, killed Benny or whatever. Maybe I did it to the Omertas. Maybe I haven't done it yet at all, actually. I forget. I'm real stupid, like. I don't know if anyone's ever told you this. I'm like Alex Jones being like, here's the thing. I'm kind of retarded, right? That's me. Except it's not me. It's Alex Jones saying that. White gloves? Yeah. Yeah, they count for that. Like a little bit. Every so often we'll get like another nice little palm tree there. Lines it pretty nicely. Yeah, all my brain space is reserved for dinotism. Okay. So all we need to do is decorate this lagoon and fill it with a bunch of crab. The Crash Bandicoot Alex Jones parodies. I have not seen or heard of such a thing. But I do believe it exists. Let's go, like... Oh, one on each end. Ooh. I don't think about how much space this would take up. More Pachycephalosaurs in JWE 3? Yeah, that'd be nice. Also, I may be a mad stupid. Because I think it would make a lot more sense if this one went to this one, and this one went to this one. Yeah, let's just like move this forward a smidge, a crumb. Now it's at least on the path. So that works. That is not a Cryoloposaurus, I can tell. I know what Cryoloposaurus looks like. There. Putting chemicals in the water to make the freaking bandicoots gay. They're putting chemicals in the water that make Bubsy gay. Can you believe that Bubsy is fucking back? Fucking Bubsy? Like, I'm gonna be real. The game doesn't look bad. It kind of looks like fun. It's no Bubsy 3D, which is a good thing. We're all very happy about that. Bubsy truthers are real. Atari just said, hey, any indie devs want to make a Bubsy game for us? And some absolute mad lads fucking leapt at the opportunity and said, what could possibly go wrong? Not sure how much I like this, actually. Maybe, like... Eh. Willoughby is the guy who animated Gwimbly for Smiling Friends? Oh my god. That's pedigree right there. Let's see what we'll do. We'll hide a little secret fountain right behind the bathroom. So that way, everyone always has to pee. They're always thinking about it. Like, they'll go pee, go into the bathroom, right? And they'll hear the sound of rushing water, and that'll make them want to pee even more. They'll, like, leave and they'll hear it, and they'll be like, oh, what the fuck, I gotta pee again. Oh, I swear to God, if I had my Bubsy gun on me right now! It's all according to his plan. To Mr. DNA's brilliant Keikaku. I haven't been using these, I really should. And of course they have to pay to use the bathroom. Obviously. Maybe just like blue banners? Remember when these were like our only decorations in Jurassic World Evolution 1? Just these little banners? And that was basically it? Yeah, Mr. DNA is always watching you pee. That's where all the best DNA is. I feel like I always associate kind of banners like this with SeaWorld. And so I always feel like I have to, like, I'm obligated to put them in, like, the Lagoon area, right? More like PNA. Gross. Icky. Mr. DNA touched me inappropriately. Show me where the DNA touched you. He touched me all over my DNA. All over me. He was inside of me. He was outside of me. It was horrible. These are the kind of jokes we make on the Fish Stick on a Stick stream. It's very classy. I do wish that, like, these, like, the sort of, canned decorations, right? I wish they weren't, like, biome specific. Ooh. Oh, I can work with that. Hell yeah, I can work with that. The Mr. DNA ARG. There we go. Lots of palm trees. Is there any marketing campaign that couldn't be improved by the inclusion of an ARG? I'm not sure if there is. Alright, give me a second. Oh. Let's get rid of that. I'm gonna install the Paleo Accurate Marine Reptiles mod now. So that way we can have Liapleurodon and not have it be, like, the worst. Ow. Ooh. Ow. Oh, that was really stiff, actually, my neck. Oof. Ouch. Owie. Ow, my pancreas. That actually really didn't hurt, though. My neck has been feeling weird, like, ever since my trip to Chicago. Probably because, like, I slept on a bus for several days straight. Also, when I was like, come on, there we go. When I was like with the Chuckle Nuts, right? We were at like an Airbnb together, right? And I basically had to take the fall, right? Because there weren't enough beds and couches for everyone to sleep on. Unless I just wanted to, like, fuel a bunch of yaoi fantasies by sleeping in the same bed as Great Blue or something like that. Which I don't think I would have slept very well. And not because of all the gay sex we'd have, but because of for other reasons. Like, sometimes I have a hard time sleeping when just, like, Brandy is in the same bed as me. So, I don't know what that's gonna be like when I get a girlfriend. But, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But basically, I had to sleep on an air mattress. And can I ask, has anyone ever in the history of humankind had an air mattress that actually worked and didn't deflate immediately? Because there were 3 air mattresses at this Airbnb. Every single one of them deflated within, like, the first couple of hours. As someone with a boyfriend, we both sleep better with lots of space / in separate beds, so it's not uncommon. Okay. So that's not something I'll have to worry about, like, too much. Like, I would feel bad if it's just, like, you know, my girlfriend would want to sleep with me, but I'm just like, oh, sleeping with other people is just, like, incredibly uncomfortable for me, and I have a hard time sleeping. But I don't know if that would be different if it's a person that I'm just, like, you know, actually cool with, and not wildly uncomfortable with, as has been the case every time I've had to sleep in the same bed as another person. Bring it to source will return for JWE 3. I think at this point it's pretty safe to say that, like, all the film canon species are making it in. Like, at this point, it would honestly be kind of weird with how many film canon species have made it for there to be, like, any exclusions at this point. The one that fucking just, like, shocked the hell out of me was Centausaurus. Like, I don't hate Centausaurus or anything. It is my least favorite of the hadrosaurs in the game, but, like... Damn. They really brought that one back over, like, Allura Titan, who I basically considered to just be, like, Centausaurus, but better. I mean, clearly other people disagree. In this lagoon, we're going to have Liopleurodon, Ichthyosaurus, Attenborosaurus, and Plesiosaurus. I think that on launch we'll be getting like all of the movie skins, except for the Rebirth ones, because the Rebirth ones will be sold to us in the Rebirth DLC, obviously. Will Frontier be able to make the mutants from Rebirth more than a D or F? No. There's nothing they can do. They can give them amazing skins and super detailed animations and all that shit. You can't fix it. These are unfixable designs as far as I'm concerned. They're just awful. I did see someone on Twitter today who was like, you know, complaining about Rebirth because they're based like that. And, I was actually seeing a quote tweet of that tweet. Because, like, apparently, because apparently because I'm a fan of dinosaurs, that automatically means I'm a fan of every single Jurassic Park movie that comes out lately. And so Twitter thinks that I want to see all the people who simped for the movie and fell in love with it before it even came out. But, like, the guy was talking about, like, the scene on the beach where Big Pharma is talking about, like, the mutants and stuff, even though he was, like, never asked about it, and it just kind of comes up out of nowhere. And people were defending it, because of course they were, because they'd already decided that they loved the movie before it was even out. And now that it is out, they have to, like, they have to justify that. No matter the cost. Like, I understand that my standards for this sort of thing are different than a lot of other people's, where it's just like... A lot of people are totally fine with just like, hey, are there dinosaurs in this movie that, like, kill people and eat them? Yes, cool, we're good. Like, I'm sold on that. Like, maybe it's just because, like, I'm comparing it from a position of, like, the original Jurassic Park, first and foremost. But, like, I kind of want a bit more than that. Like, every sequel post Jurassic Park 1 has basically just been an excuse for, like, a bunch of fucking dinosaurs to rip people to shreds. And that's gotten, like, it's gotten so prevalent that now people think that's basically what the franchise has always been about, or something like that, or, like, that's what they see these movies for. That's, like, the value that they see in the movies. And just, like, as a fan of the original movie, I can't find that more depressing. Ooh, I like the yellow. Yeah, the yellow's probably the best pattern. I guess depending on the skin, because like I think it looks really good against the red, but like on the white that would look kind of shitty. He's like a bee. This is good news. Okay, is there like a dark black one? It's more of a purple. Alright, we'll have 3 of those. Yeah. And 3 of these. Alright. Let's check the... Ooh, I like that. How are we doing on the pattern here? Honestly, nothing too crazy. Yeah, the pattern's a bit plain. Ooh, can I get like a... Actually, I guess the yellow one is pretty good. This looks like a common dolphin, and I'm good for that. There we go. Let's go with this light gray one. Ice cream with chocolate syrup mixed in? Mmm. Don't mind if I do, he said, wiggling his fingers. Alright. Yeah, much better. Oh, it doesn't look like a fucking crocodile anymore. And this is pretty much just like the Chronosaurus again. I'm fine with that. The Chronosaurus is a great design. The fish is like the same pattern too. And like the same skin texture. It is quite a bit smaller though. I'm fine with this. It is Adriocastus. We've got that in our little oh, son of a bitch. Ugh. Well, in our little Cambrian explosion tank. Even though I'm pretty sure Adriocastus is from the Ordovician, but it's a Radiodon. Sprinkles on ice cream? I feel like sprinkles don't really... They don't do much for me. I don't know. Like, I guess the main thing they can add is texture. In the same way that, like, nuts add texture. But I feel like... Even though I'm not really huge on nuts on ice cream, I think if you gave me the choice between sprinkles and nuts, I might choose nuts. Just because nuts at least offer, like, more of a flavor profile. Sprinkles, they just, like, it's already a super sugary thing. Like, the ice cream is already super sugary. So when you put sprinkles on that, you're just putting sugar on top of sugar, and just kind of like, it doesn't do anything really. Yeah, like cookie crumble would be way better. Oh, dude, I got this fucking ice cream at the grocery store last time I went shopping. Everyone's in here, right? I think it auto saved like before I put the quote unquote females in. Well, um, can we put you in here? There you go. Okay. That was fucking weird. Yeah, I got this ice cream when I was going grocery shopping, right? And it's like this toasted marshmallow flavor with like little bits of fucking like chocolate peanut butter cup in there, and oh my god, it is awesome. It's so good. Well, there we go. Hell yeah, yummers. It is decadent. Like, I couldn't eat a whole lot of it, but honestly, my appetite has been kind of shot lately. I don't even know why. Like, damn near every meal I've eaten in the past, like, week or so, I haven't been able to finish. Like, I had some popcorn chicken and fries, couldn't finish it. Some lasagna, couldn't finish it. No idea what's wrong with me. Nice dark skin there. What do we got for patterns? Pretty much just the same as the Chronosaurus, except no white. You had one job. Let's see what looks good with this blue pattern, because I do kind of dig it. Ooh. I kind of like the counter shading on this one. This looks nice. Yeah, that looks good. We'll have 2 of those, and just 2 of these. The patterns don't have to be super different. Just the males have stripes, the females don't. We're good. Alright, Metriorhynchus is up next. This is a good-looking Metriorhynchus model. This is one we really should have in JWE 3. Also, let's save, just because. When have I last released a beast on the porcelain throne? Could I be blocked up? I don't think that's the case. I poop. Yeah, look at those chompers. What a fucking freak. He looks good, though. It's a good mod. Chips Ahoy cookies with Reese's Pieces chocolate chips? Bro. I had some of those. They taste like raisins? No, dude, I had some of those cookies, and they tasted good as fuck. She designs from JWE 2 and fixing JWE 3? I don't know, man. Like, the fact that Archaeornithomimus came back is just like... I don't think Archaeornithomimus is a shitty design. But I also think it's one of those, like... It's one of those dinosaurs that... Like, people would be totally fine if you, like, held off on bringing it back if you could redesign it. Because it is basically just, like, another Struthiomimus for all intents and purposes. What's the pattern like? Am I crazy for not seeing a pattern? Is it just like the little lateral line? Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, it's not much of a pattern. I do like it on this green skin, though. Ooh. Ooh. That's kind of fancy. I like this guy. Right, Claire mentioned it offhand once. And that means it is a film canon species. Like, I swear to God, shit like that is why people go nuts over shit like, oh my God, we need to have, like, Teratophonius and Peripletes in this, because, you know, they're skeletons in the background of Fallen Kingdom. That means they're film canon species. They did the same shit with Segisaurus, and it's just like, I'm gonna say the same thing I said to the Segisaurus people, like, there's something wrong with you. Oh, god damn it, we're doing this shit again. I've tried black licorice before, mostly because I've eaten, like, black licorice jelly beans. And, like, it's just... my palate is not designed for it. Like, I can almost see where, like, people with a completely different taste palette to me can enjoy it. But I'm just not that guy. Also, does this new model fix the issue of plesiosaurs having awful patterns? I don't think so. But it's hard to tell with the big arrow in the way. Here's what we'll do. Let's check the species viewer. Like, I'm not huge on red licorice either. Like, I think red licorice is fine. If you give it to me, I'll eat it. But, like, I'm never gonna seek it out as, like, my first choice of candy. Cinnamon candy? Again, I'm not built for those streets. Some people really fucking love spicy candy. I'm not that guy. It's not me. I got the sweet tooth, not the spicy tooth. Okay. There we go. Oh, I think it's these little spots on the back here. I think that's what it... Yep. Sure is. So basically another nothing pattern. Oof. Hello.
Dr. Ben donated $3. Good day, Fishman. Just beat Dark Souls 3, and had a grand time. Ringed City walled me for a bit because of that awful staircase.
Same.
Madeir took me 9 tries. Half-Light died first attempt. Gale was awesome.
Oh, I didn't get the rest of that. Gale could be tricky. Gale could be tricky, but he's probably my favorite fight in, like, all of Dark Souls, to be honest. Oh, there are, like, a bunch of extra patterns, too. Ooh. There's some good ones in here. I kind of like the gray one, actually. What about the gray with, like, little white spots or something? I mean, the spots really don't do a whole hell of a lot. It's kind of trypophobia inducing. It's like the fucking plesiosaur version of a Suriname toad. Like, little baby plesiosaurs are gonna pop out of its back. Yeah, I've never liked candy corn. Just never. It's never been my thing. That's a good Metriorhynchus model. That's very purple. Purple is my favorite color! Some people fucking love candy corn. Some people go nuts for that shit. I'm not one of those people. Okay, actually looking at it in game, this is a pretty good model. Sometimes like the screenshots on the mod website don't do it justice. This is pretty good. I especially like the patterns. Yeah, this is definitely an improvement over the base game Elasmosaurus. Green! Green! I do love me some sour candy. But, like, I am a candy eater. I eat that shit up. Like, Ra's girlfriend was there, when like, we were at the chocolate list, and she was just like, oh, here, fish, have some, like, gummy worms. Like, there's a little bag of them here. I'm like, oh, sweet. I lawnmowered that shit, and it, like, concerned her. It's gotten to the point where it's just like, I don't know what a normal amount of candy is to eat for other people, because I will eat everything. I will eat everything in front of me, all in one sitting, no fucking questions asked. I hungry. Oh, so it's like the... No, it's just a little stripe. And like a little bit of the tone. Yeah, this thing's got like a black head. Who else do we have? Yeah, we have the many species of Ichthyosaurus. We have 6 species here. Swimming creatures in Ice Age 2? I think the crocodile-looking one is supposed to be an Ichthyosaur, and like the big fat one is supposed to be a Mosasaur. But they look so not like what they're supposed to be that it's just like, fuck it, they may as well be made-up creatures. Ooh, I like the little zigzaggies on this one. I should have gone for this one. I like its zigzaggies and it's little. It's got the stripes. It's got the spots. We can stick more in there, I guess. What is your? Let's see. Now you got your angry eyes. Like, I do actually like the kind of the big eyes that the Frontier Chronosaurus has. It's got big eyes. It's got like a little smile. It looks weirdly cute. I like that about the Chronosaurus. What a creature. Pervashovasaurus. Pervashovasaurus. Ringa-dinga-durgan. This has got a weird pattern. I honestly prefer it without it. Looks like someone just like dumped a bucket of paint all over the top of it. What does the Shonisaurus look like? Like, I think it really speaks to how good the Frontier Shonisaurus is when, like, it's not even all that different. And, like, I saw a paleo artist on Twitter whose work I see fairly often, El Reptiliano. He actually designed a couple of mods for some of the species in this game. Where is his car? There we go. Yeah, he designed this, which is like such a better Carcharodontosaurus. Look, it's even got a J-Pog variant. That's so based. And also a Sinoceratops, which just so much better than the whole-headed fucking dingus. Where's it at? Oh, no, we're in Carnivore right now. But yeah, he did, like, because he does, like, art of, like, basically all the Jurassic World Evolution 2 species. So much fucking better. So much better. And, like, his Shonisaurus was just, it's barely different at all from the Frontier one. It's such a good fucking design. the Ice Age water dudes were a Metriorhynchus and a Globidens? I could have sworn that, like, an official Ice Age material, they were just like, oh yeah, this is an Ichthyosaurus and a Mosasaurus. The creature. Wait, why are you so small? Wait, you're not small. You just look small. Maybe he's like sunken into the ground. Oh god. Okay, seriously. How the hell are mammal skins going to work if they ever get added? Like, what is this? We already complain about sauropods having shit skins. Like, what the hell, man? Yeah, that's John Hammond's, like, tiny elephant. Like, you know in Zoo Tycoon 2, when your elephants will come down with, like, pink elephant disease and turn bright fucking pink? There you go. Like, your mammoths and your dwarf elephants and your mastodons or whatever the hell you'll get in Jurassic World Evolution 4, probably. There you go. Bright pink mammoth. Son of a bitch, it crashed. Speaking of Mastodon, I do hope we get Mastodonsaurus. I hope we get Mastodonsaurus and like Coolosuchus, Prionosuchus. Prionosuchus especially would be so fucking cool. Like, there's enough for like a whole pack of amphibians. A whole DLC pack of just big ass amphibians. Son of a bitch. Like, if we're going for the four species model that, like, JW2 had, which I think is, like, pretty fair. Fair to bring that over to JW3, because, again, like, I don't think we're going to be having, like, even more species to work with here. Oh, dude. Diplocaulus would be a great one. The little sailback guy, I know we have him in here. Coolosuchus, Mastodonsaurus, Prionosuchus. Like... Okay, that would be 5. So one of those would have to go. But... I mean, either that or they could just add 5 new species to fucking pack. Which is possible. It is certainly possible. But, like, I'm still of the firm belief that, like, we're going to be running out of species that are, like, relevant to add very soon. Hi. Why are you here? Yeah, Saurus just means, like, reptile or lizard. Doesn't really matter which. Okay, so I think we've determined that the pattern for Plesiosaurus does not matter at all. So we're really just looking at the skin here. Which is so hard to tell. Fuck it. Go like 5 of these guys and 5 of you. I don't know which one's the boy and which one's the girl. I didn't think it'd be polite to ask. Oh yeah, I'll totally do a JW3 ranking. I can tell you already that Styracosaurus has been dethroned as my favorite of the ceratopsians in the game. Because, like, both Protoceratops, Psittacosaurus, Lokiceratops, they all look fucking fantastic. Oh, this is the pattern. I care about the skin more. Ooh. 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 Blue also looks good. Okay, yeah, that's the end of that. We'll go for like... We'll go for like a sort of How to Train Your Dragon Night Fury situation. We'll have like the black male and the white female. This is also a situation you'll see in much pornography. Or so I'm told. Romaleosaurus looks so fucking cool. This is like the perfect in-between of like a plesiosaur and a pliosaur. Nope. It's also flying. There it goes. There they go. Okay. They love each other. Alright, what else we got? What else we got for the Jurassic? Temnodontosaurus. That's like it. Holy crap, you're big. I always forget how fucking huge Temnodontosaurus is. This is enormous. Make the lagoon bigger? No, this is great. Listen, it's 1 inch. It's 1 gallon per inch of fish. Oh, son of a bitch. Snakes in the Triassic? Snakes hadn't really evolved until the Cretaceous. There were squamates, if I'm not mistaken. But, yeah, snakes didn't evolve until the Cretaceous. Is it gonna crash again as soon as I load in? Or will it be nice to me? Like, I'm not sure how much longer we can keep this park going. But that will make for a fun supercut video title. Like, I modded Jurassic World Evolution 2 until it broke. Or I built a park so detailed it broke the game. Shit. Oh. Apparently I placed a Temnodontosaurus in. Because that looked like the Romaleosaurus there. Yep, there it is. So we've already placed those. Hi. He's so stupid looking. Duh. Oh. He looks like if Ed just saw a Jawbreaker. Alright, the one we had was on the darker side. Is there a good one with like a nice pattern on it? Not really. The three-headed wolf comes in. Hello, Ed boys. Many doors, yes? Alright, so 10 of the Dinosaurs is the last of the Jurassic swimmy boys that we need. Environment tab is broken again. We're only 2 hours into this stream. Okay, so over here, I think I decided on, was it Megalosaurus and Metriacanthosaurus? No, wait, it was Ceratosaurus. It was Ceratosaurus and Metriacanthosaurus. And then over in China, we're gonna do like, I think Guanlong right here. And then like the bigger area with the sauropods and the Asian stegosaurs. We could probably also do another zip line that goes down to this area, which will help flesh out this the Pterosaur plateau. And then I think that'll be it for the Jurassic. Confess to your crime, stale end piece of white bread. Yeah, I do need to fit. Do we finish that this stream? Do I do it on stream so that I have to do it, and then I just like I spend the whole fucking time yapping? Is that what we do? Oh shit. Because I will not do this on my own time. I think we all know this. Okay, hold up. How tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we'll do... Actually, wait, they're all in the same rotation, so... 15. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Pace the rotation. Move these guys over here, because that's where they're. This is the priority. Then one at a time. Paste. Rev up those windows, because I am sure ready for one complete aviary. Like, this is the method, right? It's just tedious. I am very much so looking forward to Jurassic World Evolution 3. Alright, Yang Tyrannosaurus fanboy, he'd be cool in a Jurassic China area. I mean, Metriacanthosaurus in this game is, I want to say, pretty much based on, it's more or less based on fucking Yang Tyrannosaurus. Or wait, no. Or wait, yes. Hold up. I'm pretty sure that Metriacanthosaurus is mentioned in Gregory S. Paul's book. No, wait. Yeah, Metriacanthosaurus is mentioned in Predatory Dinosaurs of the World by Gregory S. Paul, which is the fucking book that, like, the filmmakers and Michael Crichton used when making Jurassic Park. And that's why Velociraptor is Deinonychus. Because Gregory S. Paul was just like, oh, this is really just a fucking a different kind of Deinonychus, or a different kind of Velociraptor. This is not Deinonychus. This is Velociraptor Anthropus. Because Gregory S. Paul has some weird ideas about taxonomy. And he also thought that Yangchuanosaurus was basically just like Metriacanthosaurus, which is why he listed it as such in his book. And that's why a relatively unknown Glupshido of a dinosaur ended up being like part of Jurassic Park canon. It's all Gregory S. Paul. Oh, it's Sign Raptor. That's what it fucking is. I knew it was some Chinese Metriacanthosaurid species. I just forgot about Sign Raptor. I can't believe I forgot Sign Raptor. God damn it. God double damn it. No, don't, no, no! No! Don't tell me that undid all that work. $5.16, that was a minute ago. Almost in a row, we had the Tan Raptor and Cos Raptor joke after Sign Raptor. You fucking math dorks. Like, oh yeah, for sure. Like, I completely understand using Sign Raptor as like the base for the Metriacanthosaurus model because like, hey, it's actually known from stuff as opposed to Metriacanthosaurus, which is like, it's a Glupshidosaurus for a reason. Because like, not much is known about it, even though it like has named this entire clade of dinosaurs. Okay, cool. So we're just like off by one. Haste. Hello? No, no, no. Copy. Paste. There we go. There we go. Now we just gotta move it on up. This is a grand deluxe apartment in the sky. God. I don't know if like adding the accurate marine reptiles mod like ended up putting us kind of back at square one in terms of the mods hating me and not functioning properly. Yeah, it's like Troodon and the Troodontids. Except Metriacanthosaurus is at least a valid genus. It's a valid genus, it's just a Glupshidosaurus. Oh yeah, there is some controversy about the validity of Carcharodontosaurus, isn't there? Um, Obviously, I would really like Carcharodontosaurus to stay valid. Because, well, pretty much for the same reason as Saurophagonax, because I think it's a badass name. And I think how cool a dinosaur's name is really should be more of a contributing factor to, like, how you're gonna keep the taxon name. Okay, let's copy. Copy. Paste. Paste. And then we'll rising up. Oh, so one of the species of Carcharodontosaurus is valid? Okay, that's at least something. I can live with that. Oh wait, no, that's the Dino Spawn tool. Giganotosaurus that only has one fairly complete specimen found. Giganotosaurus has like a couple of different fragmentary remains, I want to say. It's like decently well known, but not like completely. And it is from like a few different specimens. I want to say Mapusaurus is like... Actually, I think Mapusaurus is also kind of fragmentary. A lot of the big theropods are actually pretty fragmentary. Unfortunately. What? And that's just one of those sort of things that makes size estimates a giant pain in the ass. Oh yeah, Concavinator is well preserved, but like... He's not big enough to be important in the discussion of, like, Carcharodontosaurs. Because people only care about Carcharodontosaurs in the context of, was this big enough to beat T-Rex or what? And then when scientists are just like, what the fuck? Who cares? Or, no? And then people get all grumpy and stop giving a shit. Those are turtles. These are, Basilemus. I think they use the Lystrosaurus rig. So sometimes they can be a little bit cursed when they, like, roll over on their sides. But they are cute. Yeah, we gotta power scale the dinosaurs because liking dinosaurs is it's a fandom, right? That's what it is. That's probably one of the like the biggest trappings that Colin Trevorrow fell into. Besides just like, you know, writing very sloppy stories. It's like you gotta treat it as a fandom thing when like one guy beats another guy, which is like I think it's kind of dumb when you end up just making shit up for your guy to beat. It's a bit silly. So let's copy that. Oh, shit. Oh. Copy the rotation. Oh, Tirzu. People saying Spinosaurus got nerfed. Like, again, that is a fandom thing. That is a fandom thing for people who like want Spinosaurus to be a certain way. Like, they're really attached to the idea of Spinosaurus as like this badass murder monster. They don't like Spinosaurus. They like the idea of Spinosaurus. Oh, shit. Like, I think that everything we found out about Spinosaurus just makes it more fucking interesting. But, like, some people are going to complain about that because, oh no, they're nerfing it. Because, again, they want it to be a giant murder monster and not, like, an actual animal with a place in its ecosystem. Unless that place is murdering everything in sight. Yeah, exactly. It's like the banana sludge guy who's just like, oh, some scientists think it was some gay-ass fucking big swan swimming around eating fish or whatever. But I think it was probably eating everything it saw. Especially you. Again, it's that fandom aspect to liking dinosaurs that's like... It can be very cringe and hard to stomach. The Therizinosaurus claw replica. That is from... Let me see if I still have the website bookmarked. No, not that one. There we go. Dinosaur claws. I wonder if they have anything new. Not really. Okay. There you go. I think this store just, like, sources from a bunch of different other stores, like a... I like, a lot of these things I know are produced by, like, other websites, like some of the super detailed stuff, like the Allosaurus hand replica. I know that's made by, like, that's like Gaston Designs or something. Oh, come on. Spinosaurus was mostly like a... It was probably like a big heron, right? That would probably be the best modern day analog to describe it. Like, it was probably sticking around like the shorelines and uh, catching fish over by the shorelines. It was probably also swimming, just because it did have, like, you know, the big swimmy tail. People have gone back and forth on what the swimmy tail means exactly. Because some people think it might just be its display structure, and that Spinosaurus couldn't really swim. They've gone back and forth on this for a very long time. Why can I not? There we go. There we go. So, it probably had a very unique ecology that was somewhere between, like, a heron and a crocodile. Oh, wait, shit. No, I need to select you again. Okay, copy the rotation. Paste the rotation. There we go. It's jutting out a little bit, but it's not that bad. Okay, I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Nope, that's the spawn tool. I am indeed an imbecile. But yeah, like I think that like everything that has changed about Spinosaurus is just like it's very cool. It makes it more of a unique animal. And like hell, the fact that it's so unique is one of the best parts about Rebirth. As far as I'm concerned anyway. Like now you have this totally unique amphibious threat that like other dinosaurs just kind of can't be really. Not in the same way, certainly. It's not like the T-Rex like paddling and wading through a river system. That's totally different. Yeah, small pluses for Rebirth, because God knows the movie needs all the fucking help it can get. Minecraft Dinosaur Park like this one with mods like Prehistoric Nature, Fossil, and Archaeology. My friend has actually suggested that I do something similar. And I might consider it. I also kind of like the idea of, like, doing a sort of survival challenge, like 100 days, hardcore Minecraft, in a place infested with fucking dinosaurs. Like, I think that could be fun. Okay, well, this is already starting to look quite a bit better. Actually getting this part done is gonna be a task, a challenge, a challenge. Oof. God, like you get to see in real time what it's like when I try to focus and do literally anything for any extended period of time. Like this is like if you want to see what it's like when I edit videos, this is the same thing. It's just like, hey, we're about this almost halfway done. I want to do something else. I want to do something else. I'm bored. I'm bored. 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 Want to do something else. Bored. This area could honestly use a bit of sprucing up. Like, what do we have here, really? It's pretty much just a big path with, like, a couple of little flowers on the side. We could do better than that. Like, one little lamppost. Okay, a couple of lampposts. We could do better than this. I thought so. I thought I saw something fly past my noggin there. It's good to know you guys are still around. It's good to know. Look at him. Majestic. Oh, because they're crowding around the viewing dome. They're just chilling with the Soros. Look at them. Aww. I mean, this guy's freaking the fuck out. I don't know what his problem is. The majesty of nature. Look, nature. Oh, can I witness the majesty of nature? Yes. Wow. It's like his level of detail really is just not lauding all that well. Damn. Imagine seeing this at a zoo. Like, holy shit, he's just right up in your face. Damn, that was magical, though. Yeah, and then it just sneezes in your face. God bless you. Dad was feeding a giraffe and headbutted him, which almost killed him at the... Oh my god. I believe that almost killed him. Giraffe ossicones are no joke. Okay, so each of these is, I think, 1, 2, 3, 6 tall. So there's 6 tall, there's 3. That's, uh... Well, 18 for each of these. So 18 times 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's... well, that's 118. Two 18. May as well do this one. We have to finish this at some point. Potential ideas of what further new species could be added to JWE 3. Oh, loads. I think there's definitely room to add more pterosaurs and especially aquatics. Like, aviaries, I think, are honestly a bit of a stretch. Like, I really had to stretch to come up with 10 new aviary species that I wanted to see, and like, there's honestly a little bit of overlap. But what I ended up coming up with, where is my list? Blah, 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 blah. Okay, here we go, here we go. Okay. Yeah, so my... Oh, in the base game? Oh, in that case, maybe not, actually. I think they're gonna struggle to, like, fit in as many marine and aviary species as possible with, like, the current roster limitations. Anyway, the 10 aviary species that I ended up coming up with were number 10, Archaeopteryx or Microraptor. They're very similar in their size, and as a result, I probably wouldn't want both of them. And they're also really little dudes. Thalassodromeus, because I think it looks cool. Cavaramus, because we are sorely lacking on early pterosaurs that have, like, the long tails. And I think that Cavaramus looks cool because it's got, like, a little short face and kind of a little crest situation. Nyctosaurus. If they redesigned Barbarodactylus to have the Nyctosaurus crest, then I would skip this one. Yichi. That's another small one, but, like, it's unique enough from Microraptor and Archaeopteryx that it's like, yeah, I could live with this. Ecran Draco, again, I think it just kind of looks cool. It's got, like, the only the one keel on the bottom jaw. Hatzegopteryx, obviously. I think if they, like, went a route that was, like, more robust than the Thanatos Dracon or the Quetzalcoatlus, then that could make it really stand out even as an Asdarkid.
Pterodactylus is just a classic. Either Ramphorhynchus or I'm actually not super sure how to pronounce this one. I think it's Diarch. Diarch. It's this one's like Scottish, isn't it? Ludodactylus. Ludodactylus, I feel like its spot is kind of taken up by the JP3 Pteranodon. Because like the whole thing with Ludodactylus is that it basically just looks like a Pteranodon if it had teeth, which is what the JP3 Pteranodon is. So, And my number one pick for pterosaurs is Pterodostro, because I think like of the pterosaurs that we could get, it's easily the most unique. I think you'd have to add some kind of like weird filter feeding system, but I would be okay with that. But yeah, I did have to scrape a little bit for like pterosaurs that I think just sort of look unique. That's like the main thing, right? Like I want each pterosaur to visually stand out. Or each flyer rather, because we do have some that are you know, decidedly not fly or decidedly not pterosaurs. I didn't end up picking any Cenozoics uh for this. Just cause like I kinda had like a separate Cenozoic list. But even then, I don't know if any of the Cenozoic flyers would have made it. Maybe Pelagornis. Maybe. Pelagornis and Argentavis are about the only ones I can really think of. Because they're like big enough, but like maybe Haas Eagle. Eh. Like I would prefer that like if we're getting Cenozoics that their slots be taken up by like, you know, uh the the big boys. Also, what the fuck is happening here? Hold the fuck up. You get out of the way for a second. Yeah, I know path not connected. Um, did I do that? Am I stupid? See, here's the thing with like a Cenozoic DLC, right? There's way too many awesome Cenozoic animals for it to just be like limited to, I don't know, 4 or 5 species or however many they're gonna do, right? There's too many. God damn it. Okay. No, not you. Yes, you. You. Copy. Copy. There we go. Yeah, I think that, like, Cenozoics being the big gimmick for JWE 4 is probably what we're going to end up seeing, if I had to guess. At least one of the big gimmicks, because, like, most of the stuff that we've been asking for, we got it. So I'm not sure how much they could do to really, like, bring people in for a 4th game, which is inevitably going to happen as soon as Universal, you know, churns out another fucking sequel, because of course they will. Hmm. Hold up. Let's do this. Paleozoic. Oh, sure, we could totally go Paleozoic, but I also think that the Paleozoic is big enough that, like, you'd also want to, you'd almost want to have multiple DLC packs for it. Like what they always do with the Cretaceous. Do it again, but for the Paleozoic. Have like a Paleozoic swimmers pack with like a giant orthocone and Helicoprion. Ah, shit, I didn't copy of this. Shit. Are you gonna be a pain in the ass about it? Yep, you sure are. Nope. Okay. There we go. Much easier to copy now. Like, yeah, you could totally go for a Paleozoic herbivores pack with, like, all those guys in it. Ah. I'm gonna sneeze. I already did sneeze. Sneezing has taken place. It has commenced. Oh, I put it at a weird angle. Or maybe the pillar is at a weird angle. It might be, actually. Hold up. Okay, rotate, rotate. Rotate. Better. I can live with this. This, live withable. Terrorbirds and dodos. I don't know. I feel like Megalodon is kind of an acceptable exception to make for Cenozoics. If that makes any sense. Because, like, I feel like people generally tend to associate Megalodon with just, like, prehistory in general rather than specifically the Cenozoic. If that makes any sense. Like, the idea of a giant prehistoric shark is almost just like it's just sort of this primordial ideal, if you will allow me to get all pretentious and video SAE. Because I'm a fucking loser like that. Like, the big-ass nerds like us will be like, wow, this is really the only Cenozoic animal. Unless, of course, you count the hybrids, because they're, like, fucking from the Holocene, but, like, nobody cares about those. Here, let's not have to rotate every single one manually. And also, let's move them over to where they're actually going to be. Bees! You know, like, ornithopods in general, like, I don't know, maybe it's a... a product of your like lead designer being mostly a theropod person. Like I'm pretty sure Utahraptor is her favorite dinosaur. Which like fair enough, that's a good ass pick. And God knows she did a great fucking job with it. But like yeah, a lot of herbivores in general just kind of got the shaft in JWE too. We did get some good ones. Like, hey, God knows I love Minmi. And Alamosaurus, I would say, is one of the better sauropods in the game. Yeah, like, there was definitely a focus, especially later in the development, on, like, getting the feathers in there. And unfortunately, that's really not something you can do with a lot of herbivores. There's some that you can, but, like, it's easier to just go all in on the theropods. Like, especially if you're putting time and resources into like developing new tech to make sure like the feathers look good and all that shit. Because you're gonna have to do that for Dominion anyway, so you may as well just like put all your chips in and like, you know, develop a lot of feathered theropods, and it worked out great for them. It was absolutely the right choice. Because literally everyone, except that one like weirdo on Twitter who's just like, no, it's not like Jurassic Park anymore. It's not like the designs anymore, even though it's more in line with the fucking themes and messaging of Jurassic Park than any of the Jurassic World garbage. Like, people finding ways to complain about, like, frankly fucking gorgeous new dinosaur designs is just like, are you just trying to be a grifter? God damn it. Like, is that what we're doing here? We're just grifting. Oof. Hope Nitrosaurus returns over Amarga. See, for Amargasaurus, I see a fantastic opportunity here for the males to have the sail neck. The females can have the spiny necks, and the males can have the sail necks. Everybody wins. Yeah, grifting is very popular these days. It's so difficult to tolerate. I don't know how people do it. I really just don't. Whew. I would fucking adore Brachytractypan. That's like one of my most wanted species. I do have to think about like what my 10th most wanted species is now that Protoceratops is actually getting in the game. Because that was in my top 10 list, and now it's actually getting in. It's just like, well, fuck. Now I need something else. Now, like, grifting is like... It's kind of like creating controversies out of nothing for the sake of, like, riling people up and... God damn it. Like, riling people up and dividing them over issues that just, like, don't exist or don't really matter. So, some groups relevant to games I cover on my channel who are massive fucking grifters shall remain nameless. And one of the important bits is that, like, God damn it, every time. Um, yeah, pretty much being argumentative for the fuck of it. Rotate. Like, if you can get something out of the grift, especially money or attention, then, like, people will keep it going for as long as they possibly can. Oh yeah, bread tubers are a good example of that. Basically every bread tuber you know that is, like, out there peddling communism is being funded by, like, a giant mega corporation. Or they're nepo babies like Hassan Piker, or both, like Hassan Piker. I'm very glad that, like, I haven't heard much about Hassan lately. Like, let's keep it that way. The less I hear about him, the better. Yeah, for some reason, iDubbbz has, like, decided to team up with Hassan in his whole quest against fucking, what's it, Ethan? Fucking, what's his name? Ethan Klein, H3H3 man, John H3H3. It's just like, I have no idea what the fuck iDubbbz's deal is lately. Yeah, Ethan Klein, the famous Payday 2 heister. Oh, shit. Had all of them selected, didn't mean to. All 7 hybrids returning. I mean, it's a smart thing to do for multiple reasons. Like, number one, you literally just sold them to us, like, comparatively not very long ago. Or rather, resold them to us comparatively not very long ago. So, bringing them back right out of the gate is, like... That's just, like, common sense. And number two, like, if what you're going to be saying is like, oh, hey, we basically can't be you know, bring back every single species, but because we have to do like baby models and sexual dimorphism for every single species, then like, why would you not bring back the species that you just don't have to do that with? That makes way more sense than just like arbitrarily deciding to leave them out. It's like sunken into the ground a little bit. There we go. Like, I've mentioned this before on streams. I've never really watched H3H3. I don't know what their deal is. What I do know is that iDubbbz, and especially Hassan, are incredibly cringe. Yeah, plenty of animals will have, like, barely noticeable sexual dimorphism. Which I think is the right call. It seems like for some species, I would say that they're probably doing that primarily because of, like, brand recognition. Like, most of the species that are, like, movie canon species seem to have fairly minimal sexual dimorphism. Which makes a bit of sense, you know. There are some exceptions. God damn it, I did it again. There are some exceptions, like the Triceratops, which has like the big frill, and the Velociraptor male, which we saw for the first time on the website like